first of all, don't panic, because like UL is fantastic and it's a beautiful campus and it's sprawling and lovely, but it can be really intimidating as well. So your orientation guides will take you all around campus to kind of like the main buildings and where your lectures are most likely to be. So that's a big help. And then there's people stationed all around campus in the orange t-shirts.
Yeah, so basically around the main buildings around campus, there will be people outside for the first week wearing orange, and they'll be able to guide you to your lectures, tutorials, things like that. And as well, if you can't find any of them, you can just ask any of the people you see around. They're all very friendly and they'll be able to help you as best they can.
And you can call into the hub as well, because we'll have in the hub there'll be maps and all the hub staff, and they'll be happy to help you find your way as well.
And also actually the UL Buildings app. So if you see on your timetable initials that you don't recognise, you can just type those into the UL Buildings app and you get a picture and a map of how to get there. Well, first of all, I think how both we made friends was in our orientation groups.
Yeah, I'm still friends with 3 of the girls I met on my orientation group in my very, very first day in UL.
Yeah, and I still have a couple of friends from my orientation group as well.
Yeah, so it's a great way to initially, like, I mean, you come in on your very first day and you're in a hall full of like everyone on your course, and it's really, really intimidating, but then you get broken down into these smaller groups and everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's terrified.
Yeah,
no one knows anyone.
Yeah. Everyone's in a strange
So that's
place.
a really good way to make friends initially.
Yeah, and then when you move into your house, your people are going to be living with as well.
Yeah.
So if you're on campus, it's more than likely either going to be 5 others or 7 others, depending on where you're staying. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to make friends there as well. Maybe go out for Freshers Week, which we're going to mention later.
Yeah, and again, in week 1, you're put into these massive lecture halls full of people you don't know, but then eventually you'll get put into tutorials, and they're smaller groups again. They're more of the kind of classroom setting you'd be used to in secondary school. So again, that's a really good way to meet people as well on a kind of smaller scale.
Definitely. And then massive one is clubs and societies.
Yeah, huge.
So recruitment drive in week 1, and you can see there's so more than you can even think of. If you can think
more
of
than
it,
80.
Yeah,
There's more
if you
than
can
80,
if you can
like.
think of it, there's probably a society or a club for it. So join those, and then once they get going, there'll be plenty of opportunities to make friends with similar interests to yourself as well.
Yeah. Accommodation on campus is class, and it's a really, really good way to meet people if you're a first year and you don't know anyone coming down. Unfortunately, however, for the upcoming academic term and year, it's fully booked, but it's never too early to get in for next year if you're thinking of staying in UL. So keep an eye on Campus Life Services, and the accommodation offices have a list of all of the accommodation options.
So they have how to deal with landlords and things like that, and a list of the landlords who have properties available, as well as the UL Freshers group. So you'll join, your one will be 2019-20 for this year, so join that. People looking to fill houses might have a room or 2 spare.
Yeah, and the welfare officer in the student life building is called Serena, and she is brilliant, and she'll tell you all about like what your rights as a tenant are and different rent options available in the area, so she can help you out with that as well. If you were lucky enough to get on-campus accommodation for this coming year and this coming semester, we filmed a little tour of the Kilmurray Student Village yesterday, so that'll be on all of our social medias within the next couple of weeks as well, and you can check that out. But it's a scary time.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
It goes from 0 to 100 really quickly. Yeah. So the first thing again is not to panic, that there are loads of resources for student wellbeing on campus.
So where we are right now is the first 7 weeks hub. So we're doing tutorials on cooking, recipes, things like that, all for the first 7 weeks. So you can always pop in here or in the courtyard in the main campus.
And there's a laundrette in each of the student villages as well, which is really handy, so you don't have to worry about hauling your laundry home every weekend.
So loads of washing machines, loads of dryers.
Yeah.
And a little vending machine with food in it.
And little vending machines as well. And then for kind of broader well-being, you could say that like we're Ireland Sporting Campus, we've really great facilities for like health and recreation and fitness and stuff. And then we have a really good counselling department, and we have the chaplaincy and everything. There's really kind of no end to the support you have on campus.
As well as, of course, sexual health as well. So there's STI testing and things like that. So Freshers Week starts on the 9th of September, which is the Monday in week 1. And there's going to be loads of gigs and events on in the courtyard throughout the week. But as well as that, there's freebies like bus airing and all this. Just Eat will have vouchers. And then as well, there'll be clubs and societies doing demonstrations in the courtyard.
Kind of all across campus as well. And it's just a really great way to see like the kind of buzz UL has and how easy it is to settle in.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, meet up with your housemates for the first week, maybe go for a few pints. And
it's a great way to get out there as well, to make new friends. Is that like if you're going to an event on in the stables, you might bump into new people, and it's just a really good way to get out there.
Yeah. Really put in effort in the first few weeks to making friends. So if you're coming up on your own, it's easier at the start to make friends. So join clubs and societies, talk to your housemates, get to know your people in your tutorials. Just put yourself in head first, basically.
I think mine would be that I think my biggest regret in first year was not making use of all of the services that were available to me. Like I didn't call into the hub until I was in second year. And then I was here and I was like, what on earth? This is like the best thing in the world. You can literally ask them anything. There's no question too small or too silly.
Thank you.
And you smashed it, Chris. I don't know about you, boy, but
Good.
woo!